Hello, and welcome back to Road TRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is number 609. The category is Brainy Tuesday, number 30. Now, these trivia quizzes pull questions from a variety of categories. However, all of the questions are just a little bit more difficult than our standard trivia questions, so that's why they're called Brainy Tuesday. Good luck on today's quiz. Question 1. Consisting of a series of dots, what is the term for the mark of punctuation which indicates the omission of one or more words within a quotation? That punctuation is known as an ellipsis. Question number 2. In ancient Greek mythology, Persephone was taken as a wife by Hades. She was the daughter of Zeus, and which of the Olympian goddesses was her mother? Persephone's mother was Demeter. Question number 3. What is the name of the American composer born in Lawrence, Massachusetts in 1918 who wrote the scores for the musicals On the Town, On the Waterfront, and West Side Story? The answer is Leonard Bernstein. Question number 4. The human heart contains 4 chambers. Which of these chambers pumps blood to the lungs through the pulmonary artery where it becomes oxygenated before returning back to the heart? The chamber that pumps blood to the lungs is the right ventricle. Question number 5. In which of Ernest Hemingway's novels does the English nurse Catherine Barclay have a brief affair with the American lieutenant Frederick Henry, only to die bearing his child? The answer is A Farewell to Arms. Question number 6. What is the term for the malignant cancer of the blood-forming tissues of the bone marrow, spleen, and lymph nodes that is characterized by abnormal numbers and forms of white blood cells? The answer is leukemia. Question number 7. The other particles may vary in number and the same element remains, but if the number of these is changed, a new element results. Of the major types of subatomic particles, which is definitive for an element? The answer is protons. Question number 8. A leading cause of blindness. What is the medical term for the eye disorder in which there is elevated pressure on the eyeball due to an obstruction in the outflow of aqueous humor? The answer is glaucoma. Question number 9. What is the term for the temperature to which air must be cooled to become saturated with water vapor? When air cools to this point through contact with a surface that is colder than the air, water will condense on the surface. The term we're looking for is dew point. Question number 10. What is the term given to the kitchen utensil which consists of a looped wire attached to a handle that is used with a swift circular motion to mix sauces, eggs, or other ingredients? That utensil is called a whisk. Question 11. In what year did the United States lead a boycott of the Moscow Summer Olympics in response to the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in the previous year? They invaded Afghanistan in 1979 and they boycotted the 1980 Olympics. Question number 12. What is the name of the magnesium silicate mineral, an important source for ceramic material, which has a hardness of only 1 on the Mohs scale? A 1 on the Mohs scale means it's very soft. The answer is talc. Question 13. Named for a 19th century German anatomist, what is the term in anatomy given to the long, U-shaped tubule inside the nephron of the kidney from which water and salts are reabsorbed from urine? The answer is the loop of Henle. Question 14. What is the name of the artist of the Italian Renaissance who created the painting The School of Athens in 1511 and St. George Slaying the Dragon in the following year? The answer is Raphael. Question 15. What was the nickname of Alan Shepard's Mercury spacecraft which carried him on a suborbital flight on May 5, 1961, to make him the first American in space? The answer is Freedom 7. Question 16. What is the term in biology for the complex proteins which act as catalyst for chemical reactions in living organisms that bind to molecules and alter them in specific ways? The answer is enzymes. Question 17. What is the name of the cold current in the North Atlantic Ocean which flows from the Arctic Ocean south along the coast of Canada that meets the warm, northward moving Gulf Stream to create one of the richest fishing grounds in the world? The current we're looking for is the Labrador Current. Question 18. What is the term given to a huge basin in the summit of a volcano, much larger than a crater, which is formed by a tremendous explosion or by the collapse of the entire volcano? The answer is the caldera. Question 19. What is the name of the famous opera by Giuseppe Verdi, set in ancient Egypt, which was commissioned for the celebration of the opening of the Suez Canal and was first performed in Cairo in 1871? The answer is Aida. Question number 20. To which beautiful princess was the hero Perseus married in Greek mythology after she was chained to a rock as a sacrifice and he rescued her before she was eaten by a sea monster? The answer is Andromeda. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode of Road TRIpVIA. We are back on track. I'm back from vacation. Today's trivia should come out approximately at the correct time, which is normally noon Central Standard Time, and should be on time for the rest of the week as well. Now, while I was gone, I didn't specifically write any trivia, but on this cruise that I took, the vacation I was on last week, every day they had daily actual cruise trivia, which was weird because I made last week's trivia cruising week trivia. I did not realize they would have trivia on the ship, but every day, usually a couple times a day, they had different trivia quizzes that you could play with the crew against the other passengers. I was surprised how many of my questions that are normally on my trivia quizzes and specifically on last week's trivia quizzes were asked. So we did really good on the cruise, but there were a lot of questions that I haven't posted or haven't posted recently, and I definitely didn't post last week. So I actually recorded all of the answer sessions and I kept the answer sheets from the cruise. And tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to put them all together into it'll be longer than 21 questions. I'm not sure how many exactly I'll have, but it'll be a long trivia quiz. I'll probably call it the end of cruise trivia. It'll officially wrap up my cruise trivia week, and it's just random categories, and they were questions that were asked during the competition on the cruise ship, which I thought was really cool. Because, as you know, I enjoyed trivia, and so every day on this cruise ship we played trivia, and it was the best vacation ever. Anyways, here's question 21. Be looking for that later. Here's question 21 for today, the tiebreaker. What is the term given to the clear, curved layer on the outer part of the eye through which light first passes as it enters the eye? The curved layer on the outer part of the eye through which light first passes. The answer is the cornea. Thank you for watching. Be on the lookout for the end of cruising trivia, and I'll see you later this week.